the kind of people that I would call my friends are people that have gone through like life journeys with, people that have been vulnerable to, people that like really have me, people that have been there for me, you know, people that I know how they think.
So it's a struggle, because I also feel like sometimes people don't intentionally want to hurt people. It could also be, I'm not making excuses.
But then when somebody hurts somebody, they should apologize, right?
Yes.
I didn't know this word until last year. Until last year, when I was speaking with a friend, and she now said that, oh, like she's experiencing friendship breakup, and I'm like, is that a word?
Oh, I've experienced it like 2 or 3 times, and I must tell you, it's one of the most heartbreaking things. Sometimes when I think about it up till now, I still feel very bad. There was this.
Hi, Dima.
Hi, Chema.
How are you today?
I'm very fine, and you?
I'm okay. I think it's got a bit colder this week.
I'm not even feeling like I'm sick, but like my throat or my nostrils are blocked, and then my throat is dry.
How is work and everything?
This week was so crazy. Like I was just looking forward to the weekend. Work has been a bit stressful because I'm working more than responsibility.
Yeah, I feel like I felt a bit like that last week. Last week was very packed for me. I was so unmotivated to work, and there were so many things to work, so it was not the best week for me.
I'm just grateful to God for.
But I'm happy that weekend is here, so I have a lot of things planned for the weekend. A friend's birthday, my nail appointment, and
that's very cool. Like anything that will just distract you from work. Anything, just do something fun. Also, me this weekend, like I'm going to visit a friend.
Yeah.
One of my closest friends. She lost her dad.
Oh.
So today is his burial. So we just want to spend some time.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. And so I watched a video online, and I thought I should bring it to you to see your opinion.
Okay.
So it's basically this video talking about whether you like inheriting enemies. And I'm like, so inheriting friendship enemies means that if I'm friends with Dima, for example, and somebody hurts me, then you're automatically like becoming hostile and, you know, cutting your friendship with that person. So are you the kind of person that would stick with a friend no matter what? Or are you the kind of person that would be like in between?
See, why I'm laughing is because my friends, they always accuse me of this. Like, I don't know how to inherit enemies. Unless maybe it's something that is absolutely terrible, so personal that if anybody should hear the story, they will be like, what the hell is going on? So I find it very difficult to inherit enemies, because let's say we are, maybe the 3 of us, we are friends. If the person asks me why I'm cutting him or her off, like I don't have any reason, because I wasn't the one that was hurt. I'm not saying that I would be there for my friend. Yes, I would support my friend. Do you get? I will hear my friend out and all. But because we have that common friendship, I would also want to just hear the person's opinion as well. But does not mean that I will now cut the person off or be mean to the person because of what he or she did to that my other friend. Maybe I might create a little distance, but I will not entirely be your enemy.
But you know that when you, like when somebody is telling you that they were hurt by this person, for example, and you are giving them the listening ears, and then you go behind, not behind per se, but you go to the other person as well, and you're also understanding them. Somebody like me, I'm going to be very annoyed, because like you're understanding like all the situations, but this person is hurting me, and you're still being friends with the person.
So that's what I'm saying. Like a weak point of mine, like to see good.
Yes.
Like,
so you see good in everybody.
Something like that. Like
I've seen that. Honestly, I've seen that.
And I don't know how to navigate it. Like I struggle, because I also feel like sometimes people don't intentionally want to hurt people. It could also be, I'm not making excuses.
But then when somebody hurts somebody, they should apologize, right?
Yes. So maybe that's the thing now. So when I go to meet them and I see that they are wrong, I also tell them that what you did is not good. You hurt this person,
but you continue being friends with them.
It's not good. It's not very good. I am working on that.
I mean, it can be good. Don't get me wrong. So I feel like for me, it depends on the situation. It depends on how close I am to this person. The kind of people that I will call my friends are people that I've gone through like life journeys with, people that I've been vulnerable to, people that like really have me, people that have been there for me, you know, people that I know how they think. So if this person is telling me that this person hurts them, I feel like my first instinct is to be like, are they mad?
I would do it. That's the thing. I would ginger. I would do it. I will help you type message. Maybe not in an insulting way, but I will type message for you and we will send to the person. Right?
As much as there are always two sides to a story, but I will believe my friend first. You know, before any other thing. Before I start like trying to see like the other person's perspective. Okay.
I do that too. So this is why I struggle. Just let's say for example now, because she knows we have a circle of friendship, like with this group of friends. So let's say for example now, Choma, myself, Amaka, we are all friends. So let's assume that this is Ami. Now imagine that Choma has a fallout with Ami. What it means now is that I have to pick a side and turn one into an enemy. But they are my very close friends. I don't know how. Like I would hear Ami out.
And her opinion, like her feelings are valid.
Her feelings are very valid. I will hear her out and know, because I know these two people and I know that they will not intentionally want to hurt each other, right? So I will hear Amaka out. Even say, yes, why would Choma do such a thing? I will even help her type message to Choma. But does that not mean that I will not come and now be enemies with Choma? I also want to hear her out, and then if like I check and hear her own side of the story and see that she's also in the wrong, I will let her know.
No, that is absolutely understandable.
I'm telling you, I will not stop being your friend.
But I feel like this situation is a bit different because like that is where you're friends with both people. You know, so it would be very hard to like cut one person off because both of you are close. But like I think I'm talking more about situations where probably like you're already very close to one person and you're getting to know the other person, you know. So I feel like for me, it will be easier for me to stick with the person that I know already. I would rather give the person my trust than be focusing on the benefit of doubt of the other person. Now, situations might present itself where I would like find out what happened. I would always want to find out what happened depending on how much I've gotten to know this person, or maybe like if something happens in the future and we get to like bump into each other or like be in a situation where we have to talk, you know, then I will try to understand what happened. But I feel like my first instinct is always about
your friend.
Of course you're right, of course, like why would they do that, you know? I would always support my friends. But if I'm friends with these two people, the first thing I would do is to try to mediate. You know, try to even know like what is going on, like why you guys, because I know you and I know you, like two of you are amazing people. Why are you fighting? I will try to like mediate between the two of you and find out what is happening. But if nobody is forgiving, if nobody is acknowledging their fault and nobody is forgiving, I don't think I would disown one person. So I can understand your point of view.
So now let me give you another scenario, right? This happened to me, was out of ignorance, but now I had to learn. So one person I don't want to mention name. So I was friends with this guy, and later on they dated one of my close friends as well. And when they broke up, I was angry at the guy, but I was more with my female friend, right? But the thing was, I didn't know that he hurt my friend, that I was still talking to that other person. But that other person was my friend as well. It was later on, like when the person was not messing up so bad that I got angry and just stopped talking to the person. I didn't know, it was ignorance. Like if what I know now, out of that, like the way he hurt my friend, I would have just entirely cut the person off.
I mean, to me, I also feel like, I mean, since both of them have been your friends as well,
that's the thing.
I feel like for me, it's always about how the person reacted.
The person really hurt my friend.
The intentions, because if you hurted somebody like with a clear intention, if you knew for sure that you were hurting this person and you don't want to like fix it, and you've already spoken to your friend that, oh, see, you're hurting my friend, you know, and the person is not acknowledging it, the person is not wanting to fix the problem, that's when I would be like, okay, I've tried, you know, and then I will give up on the person. But if the person tries to at least apologize, people make mistakes, right? And then I'll move on from it.
Okay, so still on the topic of friendship, I just want to now ask you, like, have you gone through a friendship breakup? Not relationship,
right?
Friendship breakup, because I realized that that's one of the most painful
it's
breakups
more hurtful than relationships, honestly. I didn't know this word until last year. Until last year, when I was speaking with a friend, and she now said that, oh, like she's experiencing friendship breakup, and I'm like, well, is that a word?
It is.
And then she now started explaining that, like, you know, what happened, and I'm like, I've actually experienced this.
So
you know, because I feel like sometimes, like, you get so close to your friends and they become sisters, and, you know, they become your siblings. You share a lot of things. Like, it's from a position of no judgment, like being vulnerable to these people. You can always be vulnerable to your partner, you know, but I feel like the way a partner would understand you is different from how a friend would understand you. A friend would always be there for you no matter what, because there's no, I don't know how to explain it, because
there's room for mistakes.
Yes, because they are not the ones you're hurting, they're not the one in the conversation. But if you're like, it's not all the time that you'll be able to like really confide in your partner. Because whatever you want to talk about might be how you're feeling towards them.
Yeah, exactly.
So it might not be easy to like express. I feel like friendship, not all the time, but a lot of times, it can go as deep as relationships.
Yes.
So like having a friendship breakup, it can hurt.
I've experienced it like 2 or 3 times, and I must tell you, it's one of the most heartbreaking things. Sometimes when I think about it up till now, I still feel very bad. There was this person that I was really close to in university, and then even when we graduated, like, we were so close. And life happened, which I can't talk about here. But life really happened.
Did you guys like say to yourself that, oh, we can't talk anymore? Or
the person cut me off and
blocked you?
Yeah. it was so hurtful.
I feel like the worst thing in this thing is that, like, when you don't even like have a chance to explain your part to the person, when you can't even express, you want to talk, well, you've been blocked and you can't say anything. It can be so hurtful.
Like the friends I have now, if I lose one person, I might go mental.
And I feel like if something should happen and you guys have a conversation about whatever could have happened between you, it might be something that doesn't make sense.
It might, exactly.
She might be angry at you for something that you did not even know you did, you know.
True. And then the thing is, like, it will be so difficult now if I actually lose one of my close friends, because I don't even go out.
You spent a lot of time.
Exactly. Like, I've spent years. Like, some of my closest friends we've known for like 13, 14, 15 years. Like, we've spent years building this friendship. So I'm an adult. I'm clocking 30 soon. And making friends as an adult is quite difficult.
It's almost like a job interview.
Exactly.
Like, you have to be intentional
about it. Like, this person, do our goals align? Do we like the same thing? And you might not even be as free as, because you now have to also take time to build this friendship with this person. So, and that's also one thing I've realized, is that as we grow up, life happens, and then sometimes we kind of are a bit distant from our friends. But the thing is, you have to also make out time for your friends. Like, my friends and I, like, we try to, even if it's once in a while, come together, check up on your friends, call your friends. Not the one that when the person calls you, the next thing is, that's how you've forgotten me. Life happens, so we have to try to.
Oh, like, it doesn't have to be like only good time friends, you know.
Sure.
Friends should be able to confide in each other. Friends should be able to like uplift each other. Because I feel like if I'm friends with somebody and I'm not able to be vulnerable to you, or you are not able to be vulnerable to me, I wouldn't call it friendship.
True.
You know, because it's easy to get somebody to hang out with and have a nice time with, but it's not easy to get to somebody who wouldn't judge you, someone that who would just understand, who would just listen. You know, it's not everybody that would have the patience to be listening to you, and if it's only good time, that's where the relationship is ending, or the friendship.
Sure. Do you inherit enemies?
And secondly, have you ever experienced friendship breakup? You know, then just drop a comment in the comment section. Let's hear your experiences.
Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in with us today. I will see you guys in another video or episode. Please make sure to subscribe,
and share,
and make sure you share. Bye guys.